Bismillah awwal wa akhir wa. That's if we forget to say Bismillah Rahman Rahim and we remember, then we say, Oh Allah, I begin in Allah's name, in the beginning and in the end. Bismillah awwal wa akhir wa. In the beginning and in the end. Right. They ask you to, like, you got 5 green marbles and 7 red marbles and 4 blue marbles. What is the probability or the chance of you drawing each one of that, each color out of a bag which you can't see? First thing you do is again like proportion and you do add the numbers to see how many balls are in, or how many marbles are in the bag. 5 plus 7 plus 4 will give you 16, right? So now you again 5/16 of 100%, because you're going to work out the percentage now, because you're dealing with probability. And then 7/16 of 100, and then 4/16 of 100, and you do it in the calculator. 5 times 100 is 500 divided by 16 is 31.25. That's the chance of pulling it out. It's less than 50% chance to pull out a green marble, because that was 5. It's 5 green marbles. So I should have written there green, you know, chance of finding a green ball. And this will be the chances of finding a red marble, and this will be the chances of finding a blue marble. It could be balls, it could be whatever, pies, whatever the case might be. Okay. And now you divide that 7 times 100 divided by 16 and 4 times 100 divided by 16. Do you understand that piece? And you divide it by on the calculator, 31.25. That's 43.75, and that's 25%. If you add that up, you must get to 100%, because that will give you all the balls, all the marbles in your bag. Simplify. X to the power 3 and 9 minus 9x divided by x minus 3. You must simplify that. Now first you look at what is common here. I can get the x out of here. Can you see? So I put it in front of a bracket, and then I'm left with x squared minus 9. Now there's a rule that says if you say x to the x squared minus 9, you can split this up into 2 and give the square root of that, if you can say, x and 3, and just change the signs minus and plus. So x to the power 2 minus 9 can be split up into x and 3. Remember the other example? 3 times 3 give you 9, minus times the minus gives you a plus. Now immediately you can see you've got 2 that looks the same, so you can cancel that out. The whole bracket you can cancel out. Then you're left with x times x plus 3. Understand that? I think you do. Simplify this. How many do we have, man? 3 to the power 3 plus 2 to the power minus 3. Now here's a trick here. To a power minus 3 is actually 1 over a plus power. That is the same. So that is 2 times 2 times 2 gives you 8 plus 1 over 2 to the power 3. And that is 8. So 8 plus 1 8 is 8 and 1 8. Looks difficult, but it's very easy. This is the rule you must know. That 2 to the power minus 3 is the same as 1 over the power over 2 to the power 3. Because when you bring this up, it changes to a minus. Right, simplify. 2 to the power 3 times, a dot means a time, times 2 to the power 3, bracket, to the power minus 2. Now that means you must multiply that with the powers inside. That you must multiply with the powers inside. So that is 3 to the power 2 times minus 2, and 2 to the power 3 times minus 2. And you minus times the minus, plus times the minus, 2 times 2 is 4. And then 3 times minus 2 will give you minus 6, because a minus times a plus is a minus. Okay, so that is 3 to the power minus 4 and 2 to the power minus 6. You can change that to a fraction. It's 1 to the power 3 over 4 and 1 to the power 2 to the power 6. Right? And multiply those two. That 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 gives you 81. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 to the power 6 gives you 64. Multiply those two, there's your answer. Simple stuff. We're going to stop. Now, here's a sum which they ask you to solve for x, but I'm just putting this in so that you know it's not always what they ask for that it actually is true. You can actually find out it's not what they ask for. Okay, let's see how it works again. There's a x to the power 2 plus 12x plus 35 divided by x to the plus 5 is equal to x to the power 2 minus 9x plus 20 over x minus 5. You must not solve for x. Now that looks horrible. But if you look at that, you can see it's actually you can actually find the factors of that. Your two brackets, x 7 times 5 gives you 35. If you add those two, you get 12. Remember that rule? Now you've got two brackets, and one of them is the same as that, so you're going to be able to cancel out. Same with this one. X times x, you open two brackets, right? X times x, and then 4 times 5 will give you 20. And if you look at this, that's minus. But a minus times a minus gives you a plus, remember? So it's minus 4 and minus 5. If you add up these two, you get 9. That's your middle term. And then again, you see you've got x minus 5 and x minus 5, so you cancel these two out. So now you're sitting with those two only, which you can put next to each other. You say x plus 7 and x minus, because this is 1. So you left with this. Now remember the rule says you can put all the x's on the one side and the numbers on the other side. But look what happens here. But x plus 7 equals x minus 4. Well, if you put this on this side, it becomes a minus. And you put that one, it becomes a minus. You're left with minus 11 and naught. It is not true. Naught is never equal to minus 11. So it's not true. This cannot happen. And you say the answer is undefined. Not possible to calculate x here. Because there are things in the world you'll never know. And that's the message. That mathematics help us to find answers, but there are some answers we'll never be able to know. Only in the hands of Allah. Only Allah knows those answers.